€80 million deals light up timelines. They make your heart race. But here is the twist. The money lives in the add-ons. Clubs hide real cash in tiny lines. Most fans think the headline fee is the whole story. It is not. I grew up in Manchester watching every pound matter, and I learned to always read the fine print. In transfers, the fine print changes everything. I dug through dozens of real deals. The pattern is clear. Extra payments trigger for goals, games, trophies, even awards. One 25th goal once unlocked a €10 million payment. And yes, contracts often say extra money kicks in when a team qualifies for Europe or lifts silverware. Those words can move mountains of cash. Here is the plan. We will break this down step by step. Performance bonuses, sell-on clauses, team achievements, contract options, hidden costs, payment timing, and the traps that make headlines look bigger than the bank balance. By the end, you will spot hype from money in seconds. You are watching Kick and Riches, and today we peel back the numbers. First stop, the bit that turns cheers into invoices, what goals and games really cost buyers. Fans cheer every goal. Clubs see invoices. That is the game under the game. Many deals attach cash to stats, goals, assists, appearances, clean sheets. Hit a milestone, send a payment. I have seen a single, simple trigger change a balance sheet overnight. When a star hit his 25th goal for his new club, the seller banked €10 million. One strike, $10 million. Add-ons hold the cash. But the devil sits in the words. It might say appearances or starting appearances. Substitutes may or may not count. Some contracts define a minimum minute count. 30 minutes or even 1 minute can make the difference. Agents and lawyers haggle over that because a few extra starts can unlock millions. You will also see stepladders, like 5 payments for 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 games, or bonuses for an assist total, or a keeper's clean sheet run. Awards play too. Shortlisted for Player of the Year can pay. Winning the award can pay more. Sometimes scouts call these reachable targets. Sometimes they are a stretch. Performance adds juice to a fee, but it is only one slice of the pie. The bigger twist lives in the future sale. Up next, the sell-on clause that can flip a small club's budget. Sell-ons can change a club's life. A tiny line can mean payday later, but one word decides the size. Is it a cut of the full fee or only the profit above what you paid? Here is why it matters. Say you sell a player for €50 million after buying him for $10 million. With a 20% cut of profit, you take $8 million. With a 20% cut of the full fee, you take $10 million. Same transfer, 2 pathways, millions apart. We have seen clubs ride this well. When a young winger left his first English club and later made a huge move, his old team banked roughly $7.8 million from a 20% sell-on. A proud lower league side earned around $7.1 million from a 15% clause on a defender's big jump. Exeter City turned a 15% sell-on into about $3.5 million when their striker went for $30 million. For small budgets, that is a training ground, a scout network, a new life. Would you take $10 million today or 20% of the next sale and wait? Choose wisely. The next act takes team success and squeezes even more from a deal. Winning is joy. Winning is also money. Deals often say the selling club gets extra cash if the new team hits big targets. Think league survival. Think European qualification. Think a title or a deep run in the Champions League. When those milestones land, a new tranche can flow. Contracts even call out awards. A shortlist for Player of the Year can trigger a small bonus. Actually winning that award can trigger more. The idea is simple. If the club or the player thrives, the seller shares in the upside. But all of this is conditional. If the team misses Europe, there is no payout. If the medal does not happen, the bonus sleeps. That is why smart clubs balance reachable team targets with dream targets. You want a path to money even when a title is a stretch. So, trophies can pad a fee, Europe can top up the pot, and awards can sprinkle extra on top. Yet a selling club does not want to leave everything to chance. The next piece locks in control no matter what results show. Let us talk buybacks, matching rights, and first refusal. Sellers love an escape hatch. It keeps power on their side. A buyback clause is the clean version. Sell a player today, then buy him back later for a set price. If he explodes in value, you can return and reclaim him without a bidding war. Matching rights and first refusal work differently. They say if another club bids in the future, the original seller gets the chance to match the offer. You do not have to buy, but you keep the door open. Time matters here. Some buybacks expire after 1 or 2 windows. First refusal usually has a clear time limit to respond. A sell-on, though, often travels with the player's next move. If he is sold again, that percentage becomes cash for the first seller even years later. The trick is to align the option with your plan. If you are new to Kickin' Riches, subscribe now for more clean breakdowns like this, and drop a like if this helps your inner director of football. We are just getting to the sneaky parts. Up next, the quiet cuts that shrink every number you see. Big number on paper, smaller number in the bank. Here is why. FIFA rules share a slice of many deals with the clubs that train the player. It is called solidarity. Up to 5% of the fee can go back to youth clubs. There is also training compensation for very young pros. Agents then take a commission. 10 to 15% is common, and big moves can mean even more. Taxes bite too. Exchange rates swing. If you sell in one currency and pay bills in another, you feel it. Let us make it real. Start with an €80 million headline. Now skim off solidarity to youth clubs. Then take out an agent cut in the low teens. Add taxes on each installment. Add costs of the deal itself. You can watch tens of millions vanish before the selling club even sees the net. That is before stadium projects, academy upgrades, or debt payments. You see the deductions, but timing matters as well. When does the money arrive? Next, we map the schedule that turns a headline into a calendar of cash. All at once sounds nice. It is rare. A club can announce a huge fee, but the cash usually arrives slowly. Most transfer payments come in stages. Think annual installments. A selling club might get $20 million now, $20 million next year, and so on across 3 or 4 years. Add-ons often pay only after the season ends. No target hit, no payment due. Some contracts even pause a bonus if the player misses time with a long injury. Others need the club to hit team targets first. The wording matters. Again, an appearance might be any minute on the pitch, or it might mean a start with a minimum minute count. Competitive match must be defined in the contract, usually League, Cup, or Europe, not friendlies. These lines decide when money moves. A bad definition means delay, or no cash at all. So even when the headline dazzles, the bank account waits. Plan for the timetable, not the tweet. But there is another twist. Some add-ons are designed to never hit. Next, we pull back the smoke and mirrors. Reporters love big totals. Clubs love them too, when the number flatters the story. But watch for traps. Some add-ons are pure PR. A $5 million bonus if the team wins the Champions League can sit in the release and never touch a bank. A target like 5,000 minutes by age 30 can look bold and clean yet be near impossible. The words can be muddy on purpose too. If appearance needs a high minute count, the player can be subbed early and the bonus stays asleep. If award means a win, not a shortlist, the club can brag about the clause and never pay it. Fans often forget that many add-ons never get realized. Clubs know that. They stack unlikely targets to pad the headline number and tame the real cost. Read the fine print. Ask what is reachable and what is a dream. We have decoded the language and the tricks. Now let us turn this into a quick checklist you can use every deadline day. That way, you see truth, not smoke. Here is your clean checklist for any transfer rumor. First, split the guaranteed fee from the rest. That is real cash. Second, mark the performance triggers like goals, games, assists, and clean sheets. Decide if they are reachable this season. Third, flag team targets like survival, Europe, and titles. Dream money lives there. Fourth, note award language, shortlist versus win, because that detail changes everything. Fifth, spot options, buyback, matching rights, first refusal. Do they expire or do they travel to the next move? Sixth, confirm the sell-on and the wording. Is it a slice of the full fee or only the profit above the last price? Seventh, list hidden costs like solidarity, training compensation, agent commission, taxes, and currency shifts. Eighth, write down the payment schedule, installments, and timing of add-ons. Do that and the headline turns into a clear map. Up next, let us lock in the big lesson and send you off ready for the next window. We just pulled the mask off the headline fee. 80 million euro is often a story, not a balance. Now you know what is guaranteed, what is likely, what is fantasy, and when the money actually lands. Here is the heart of it. Add-ons hold the cash. Performance targets, team wins, and awards can add juice, but they pay only if the sparks fly. Hidden costs take their slice no matter what. Timing turns a deal into a calendar. The words decide what lives and what dies. Read the fine print. If this helped you, watch Deadline Day with sharper eyes, tap subscribe, like, and share it with a mate who loves the rumor mill. Thanks for watching. Before you go, tell me this. Which part of a transfer will you check first next time? The guaranteed fee, the bonus terms, or the payment schedule? I am Mark, and I will see you in the next one.